Hi, fam. Yes, it's me. Welcome back. Thank you for being patient with me. For my new viewers, hey, my name is Elle. Thank you for viewing. Today is May 10th, and my intention was to come back and connect with you all sooner. I wanted to do a video before the new moon that we experienced on May 6th so that I could give you some information about what would be going on. I wanted to talk to you about Wesak. I wanted to talk to you about the 599 portal. I wanted to talk to you about Mercury Transit. But I have been so exhausted. This energy that we are experiencing this year. Not only the energy, the downloads, the activations, the portals. Is so my body is being so deeply affected by it. And I know that all of us are being affected by it some way or another, but for me, it's like I'm experiencing these freaky body pains that I'm still going to the doctor from last year about some of these pains. Everybody's trying to figure out why I'm experiencing these pains, and nothing, they can find absolutely no physical or medical reason why I'm experiencing the pains that I'm experiencing. I find myself going to physical therapy now because my doctor is telling me that I have this back issue. Um, Although he also says that it's something that it's not severe. It can definitely be corrected. Um, it's just absolutely crazy what this energy is doing to my body. And then now I'm finding that I have energy in the morning. I'm doing exercises. I'm going to work. By the time I get to work, I am exhausted. At the end of the day, I get outside and it's so much energy, I become dizzy. I get home, I'm feeling all these body pains again, and I'm just so tired. I just drink a cup of tea and I go to sleep. And I have been talking to my guides, I've been talking to the fairies, I've been talking to the angels, I've been talking to ascended masters, I've been talking to benevolent beings, I've been talking to the hierarchy of heaven, every and any higher energetic being that I could reach out to and ask for help with acclimating to all of this energy and all of these downloads. I have been trying to connect with, asking them for help. What I haven't been doing though, which I know that I should do, this is the crazy thing about us light workers, well, at least some of us. We will help other people before we help ourselves. Like, I will do a Reiki treatment on somebody before I will do a Reiki treatment on myself, which makes absolutely no sense because everybody that I have provided Reiki treatments for say that they have felt the energy instantly and it has made such drastic changes in their life. But for some reason, Elle is not thinking like, hey, you should probably do 3 Reiki treatments on yourself each day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. Like, why wouldn't I gift myself with that? It doesn't make any sense, but I guess now that I'm saying it to you all, it's me telling myself that that is what I should do, and that will most likely help me even more. So yeah, Elle, mental note, 3 times Reiki on yourself. Okay. Thanks, fam, for helping me out. So, yeah, it's just, I know that everybody is experiencing all of this stuff, but we all experience it in a different way. So it's just out of control with me. I'm very grateful that I am awake and able to, experience. However, sometimes it can be very challenging. And with that being said, like I was saying, I really wanted to connect with you all before these events happen so that I can provide you with information so that you would understand what is going on. So here I am. I know I'm a little late, but I can still give you the information because if you're like me, you're probably still being affected by all of this, and you could still utilize this energy for your betterment and for your growth. So we experienced a new moon in Taurus, and on Friday the 6th, we will be experiencing Wesak. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Wesak, which is a Buddhist. I want to say it's a Buddhist spiritual event that happens every year that deals with and that celebrates actually the life of Buddha. And during this celebration, which occurs every year on the full moon in the month of Taurus, which is May. So this celebration will occur May 21st. The veil between dimensions is very, very thin, which gives humanity the opportunity to connect on a more deeper level with the ascended masters so that we could get more intense learning, answers, activations, download information that will help us to accelerate our ascension and our spiritual evolution. So it's a really great opportunity for us to connect with the ascended masters to get answers and help and healing and anything that you can possibly think to ask the ascended masters. So definitely, like what I've been reading, depending on what website you read, some people started celebrating it in April. Some people will do meditations and ceremonies for this event in May. And you can get a plethora of information about Wesak. It's Wesak. I definitely suggest you look into it. If it's something that, feels right to you. A lot of the websites that I have gotten information or read blogs about this ceremonial event provide like meditations or gatherings where groups of people can get together and meditate to have a deeper connection with the Ascended Masters and Ascended Master Buddha during this celebration. So I think it's definitely something to look into. I may not participate in, I don't know. I'm torn about the participation thing. I'm torn. Like part of me wants to participate in the meditation that I saw, and part of me doesn't. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But it's something that's available to everybody. If you don't want to participate in any of the meditations that all of these different people provide, check this out. You could do your own meditation and connect with Ascended Masters on your own. Like you can do it by yourself, and that's what I'm going through. Like I know I can do it by myself, but then again, I want that experience of doing a meditation with a group of people. It's just like I'm just like all over the place. Anyway, so I'll provide you with some of the websites that I have read that have information on it, and like I said, I definitely suggest that you do your own research. A lot of the information that I get and share with you about the celestial events is from a website called drstanley.com. I absolutely love her website. She is a little unconventional with some of, how her calculations, but it resonates with me. So I just like keep on going back to her. This information is all over the internet about the energy of the planets and the sun and what they mean and how you may feel and how it may affect you. So definitely do your own research. I definitely encourage you to do your own research and also go to drstanley.com. And also intuitively feel, this information. What is happening in the sky is happening within us as well. We might not notice everything, but if we sit still long enough with ourselves, we will definitely realize that we are all. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to give you some information about the new moon that we just experienced. We're still kind of sort of in this energy, and you can still utilize this energy for your betterment. On May 6th, we experienced a new moon in Taurus. The moon is all about our intuitions, our deepest and darkest desires, what we feel, how we think, our instinct, what makes us feel comfortable. The moon's energy is directly associated with water. It deals with the waves, the ebb and flow of the ocean. So it's directly associated with the water in our body. Our bodies are made of more than 70% water. So if you think about it like this, the moon affects the tides. The moon will definitely affect the water in our body, depending on where it is positioned in the sky and what zodiac sign it's in. The moon is a very instinctual and intuitive type of energy. It's like we know, but we don't know how we know, but we just know, The moon animates us. It gives us, it helps us to identify what our deepest and darkest desires are. We might not necessarily want to express them, but they're there. The moon's energy also deals with secrets. Like, I don't want to tell them that I really don't like their macaroni and cheese. Let me just keep this secret so that I don't hurt their feelings. Because it deals with emotions. It deals with our moods, our reaction. Taurus. Taurus is the 5th sign of the zodiac. Taurus is a very earthy energy. It rules our 5 senses. Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. Venus is all about love and desire and money and pleasure and luxury and feeling good. And that's exactly what Taurus is about also. It's about what it is that is pleasurable to us. How do we spend our... I'm sorry, my phone is just like going crazy. It's like I don't have no free time to do anything. It doesn't make any sense. I'm so sorry. So Taurus is about our desires and how we are spending our time and money to fulfill our desires. What do we find pleasurable with regarding to our 5 senses? Are we feeding into our pleasures enough? Maybe a little too much. Maybe we need to find some balance. These are some of the characteristics of the energy of Taurus. Now, the sun is all about growth. It gives us life. It gives us energy. It's our will to live. It's our conscious mind when the moon is our unconscious mind. The sun shines light on things that we need to focus on, or it shines its light so that it shows us direction. It provides us with energy so that we can grow and we can move and we can plant and we can eat. It's like self-realization. It's like honing in on who and what it is and what direction you want to go in. The sun deals with your life purpose, with your spiritual intellect. It's like the energy and the power of the sun is unlimited potential. And these are some of the characteristics of the sun. The sun is very purposeful. The energy of the sun is very purposeful. It, like I said, it gives us direction. It shines light on what is in front of us when we're in the dark. And during a new moon, what happens is the moon is in between the sun and the earth. And the side of the moon that the sun is shining on, we can't see from earth. So when a new moon occurs and we look up into the sky, we really don't see anything. Now, also, when a new moon occurs, what happens is the sun and the moon are in the same zodiac sign. So when we experience this new moon in the sign of Taurus, the sun and the moon were in the sign of Taurus, amplifying the characteristics and the energy of Taurus, which is all about our, pleasing our five senses and what's pleasurable to us. Also, Taurus deals with money and how we spend our money on our pleasures. If we're spending our money on our pleasures, do we need to spend more of our money on our pleasures? Do we need to spend more of our time doing the things that are pleasurable to us? During the new moon in Taurus, what you may have experienced and what you may still be experiencing or see other people experiencing in your daily interaction with them and your close relationships with them is that, well, first off, let me just say, a new moon also is a time to plant your seeds of intention, to sit in contemplation, sit in darkness, sit in quietness, and figure out what it is that you want to manifest in your life. What do you want to bring forth in your life? And being that the new moon was in Taurus, you may have felt like, or may have thought, why don't I have any happiness or in my life? Like, maybe this job that I'm at is not really pleasurable for me. Maybe I need to figure out some way to implement more pleasure in the job that I do every day. And that doesn't necessarily mean like quitting your job and finding something else immediately, but setting the intention to, I'm either going to figure out how I can make my job more pleasurable, or I'm going to pave the way so that I can do a job that is more pleasurable for me. The new moon in Taurus may have given you the opportunity or the feeling like, you know what, on my downtime, although I enjoy watching TV, I think that I would really enjoy spending my time going to the movies with my significant other. Because although we like to sit down and watch TV, we find that going out is more pleasurable to us. What you may have been in the feeling of, what is it that I need to do to make my life more pleasurable? What is it that I need to see that will make me attracted to life and things more? Maybe I need to change around the furniture in my house or my room, because seeing the furniture in a different way is more pleasurable to my eyes. And then if something is pleasurable to my eyes, then it's definitely pleasurable to my heart and all of my other senses. Maybe you realize that during the course of your day, having a fruit smoothie is more pleasurable to your taste buds than having a soda. The new moon in Taurus gives us the opportunity to think about how we are spending our time and money on the things that are pleasurable to our five senses. Do we need to spend more money and time on the things that are pleasurable to our five senses? And if we do, the new moon gave us the opportunity to set those intentions, to do those things that are more pleasurable to us, to set the intention to rearrange our budget to do the things that are pleasurable to our senses. And it also gave us the opportunity to reevaluate those things in our lives that we might spend too much money on that are not pleasurable for us, or we spend too much money on that are pleasurable for us, that are taking away from our other pleasures or the ability for us to have some type of balance in our life. And I was definitely feeling this new moon in Taurus. I know that in my last recording I mentioned that I thought that I might have taken it overboard and committed to doing a belly dance performance that I might not have been ready for. But the interesting thing is, when the new moon occurred, I started to think to myself, why in the good world, Elle, would you ever feel like you should not do this belly dance performance when you absolutely find so much pleasure in belly dancing? Like, that does not even make any sense for me not to do it. So the energy of the new moon was like pushing me to get rid of my thoughts and my feelings of, you know what, maybe I should renege. Maybe I should tell my instructor I can't do it. Maybe I should make some type of excuse. Because I sat in that dark contemplation spot in my little L world, and I was like, I love belly dancing. I find it so pleasurable. Like, it makes me feel so good on every level. All of my senses are like bursting in bliss when I belly dance. Why would I say no to that? That doesn't even make sense. So, me not knowing that I was working with the energy of the new moon came to the epiphany that, hell yeah, Elle, you're going to do this and you're going to work it. Like, I completely got rid of that which did not serve me, which was my thoughts of, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I'm not ready. I don't have an outfit. I don't have a routine. What am I going to do? Like, all of these thoughts of defeat just completely got washed away, and the intent that I planted was, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna have fun because I love belly dancing. Like, I'm gonna work this. It's gonna happen. And since then, I've been feeling like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait for this to happen. I can't wait to have. So I'm supposed to be having a private with my my master teacher so that I could show her my routine, which I'm just probably going to end up winging. I don't, because I just love belly dance so much. It's just going to come to me because it's something that's pleasurable. It's not something that I have to work towards. It's something that I love. So I'm so amped and excited about this. And I know that the energy of the new moon in Taurus has a lot to do with my change in perspective with regards to me performing and dancing all together now. So that's how the new moon in Taurus has affected me. I know it's affected you in a really positive way as well, because it's about pleasure. It's about pleasure. It's about pleasure. So why wouldn't it affect you in the most positive way possible? You still have time to utilize the energy of the new moon. You could still set your intentions, think about what it is. You can still sit in contemplation. All of this energy is still available to you, and I really suggest that you use it to your benefit. Now, yesterday, May 9th, we experienced Mercury Transit. And let me tell you what that was all about. A transit is when a planet moves in between the sun and the earth. And there's only two planets that can move between the sun and the earth, Venus and Mercury. And the difference between a planet, like when I first started reading about transits, a couple of the sites that I read were like eclipse. And I was like, you know what? That does make sense. Because when you think about it, it's almost the same thing. An object is coming in between two other objects that are in a line, and you're unable to see one of the objects that's in front of you because something is blocking you. That's basically what an eclipse is, which is basically what a transit is. But then I found out that there's a huge difference between a transit and an eclipse. And the difference is that when a transit occurs, what happens is no objects are obscured or blocked. A transit is just one object passing in front of another. And you can see, like, during Mercury Transit, I don't know why my computer keeps doing this. During Mercury Transit, you can actually see Mercury, which looked like a little dot, like going across the sun. During an eclipse, what happens is either the sun's light is completely blocked and or obscured, or another celestial body is being obscured or blocked from light. Transits do not block or obscure light at all. And Mercury transits the sun. It goes across the sun while the sun and the earth are in a line across each other. I'm going to try to get a picture of it, because there is this website that you can go to where you can maneuver and fix all of the planets according to the time of the day and the month and the year, and it's a really great website. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna post it for you. I'm gonna try to show you a picture of what Mercury's transit looked like across the sun. And this transit had such an effect on me yesterday as well. It made me so incredibly tired. And along with this happening yesterday, we also experienced a 599 gateway portal, which deals with the energy of 5. It was just out of control yesterday for me. So Mercury transit yesterday happened for about 7.5 hours, and it could have been seen from the United States, but you had to have, special binoculars, because it's not good to look at the sun directly. And the Mercury transit only happens, I think it's about 13 times a century. The last time it happened was in 2006. The next time it will happen will be in 2019. It's a very rare celestial event, and the energy that comes along with it is very unique. So let me give you some information about Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It's the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. Mercury is known to be the messenger of the gods. The energy of Mercury directly deals with communication, how we think, how we interpret things, how we understand things. It deals with our rational and logic mind. It deals with understanding what is being said and how we make logic of it in our own minds. Our speech patterns. electronics, travel, contracts, agreements between people, because agreements deal with speech and interpreting things. It deals with the mind. Movement. Mercury deals with, it also encompasses healing. A good way, if you all have ever seen the cartoon movie Hercules, remember Hermes, the god with the wings on his feet? Hermes is also a representation of the energy of Mercury. And if you remember that movie, I don't know why I remember that movie. I guess because all of the singing, I liked all of that singing in that movie. I like all of the singing in all of the Disney movies. But anyway, except for the latest Jungle Book. That was just like really creepy to me. But anyway, Mercury was the go-between between the gods and the humans. He gave the humans the messages that the gods wanted to give us. So let's see, how do I explain this? Like I said before, the sun is all about providing life, providing light, our will, our identity, direction, growth. Mercury is about communication, logic, how we talk, how we interpret, messages that we receive from the gods, messages that we receive from higher beings, how we make sense of the world, how we communicate, how we think. The Mercury Transit brought about the sun, the energy, direction, life, being focused on the messages that we are receiving from the higher dimensions. It dealt with and encompassed the information. It's like I'm getting this right now. This message to give to you. The transit of Mercury directly dealt with information and knowledge, downloads and activations, healing and help from higher dimensions and higher beings. Direct communication, because Mercury deals with communication. So it was basically like higher beings were providing us with knowledge, healing, information that we needed on a conscious and a subconscious level so that we can move forward on our spiritual path. The Mercury was moving directly across the sun. And while it was moving across the sun, it was like we were able to see it if we had like a specific telescopes that would allow us to see it. But as it was moving across the sun, that energy provided us with this information from the higher realms, the higher dimensions, the ascended masters, source, angels, our spirit guides, whoever it is that you believe in. They were giving us direct information, direct healing, thoughts, new thought patterns, new ways for us to communicate with ourselves and communicate with them. new ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of logic. It was like the light was being directed on these things for us so that we could implement them and use them in our lives on a conscious and a subconscious level. Whether or not we knew this was going on, this was the blessing and the energy and the vibrations that this transit provided us with, which is absolutely beautiful because Mercury is all about the mind. It's all about the way we think, and could also deal with our programming, how we were programmed to think and what we were programmed to think about certain things in our lives and the experiences that we have and the social issues and the emotional challenges and the, everything that we experience. Our mind instantly and automatically processes it into some type of right and wrong kind of thought. And I'm of the feeling that this transit allowed us to have the capability to think about things more differently because we were given more information, direct information from the higher realms, which is such a beautiful thing. And this kind of came to me yesterday. It was like, oh my God, Elle, is this really happening? I cannot believe that this is really happening. And then come to find out, later on during the day yesterday, I was reading that yesterday was that 599 portal, which deals with the number 5, and it also deals with newness, like new thoughts, new creations, new circumstances, new ideas, just new, which also deals with the new moon. And when I read that information about the 599 portal, and I will give you the website also, it's a gentleman that writes. His name is Mikey or Mickey Murdoch, and his website is Divine Phases Light Worker Mission. And I think I gave it to you in the last vlog that I did, but I'll provide it to you again. He talks about and writes about these portals, and it just falls right in line with everything. The new moon in Taurus, about pleasure. Mercury Transit, communication, direct communication, new ways of thinking, higher ways of thinking, healing. And then the 599 portal information that I received from reading his vlog, it's like, oh my God, he was talking about releasing the old so that you could have space for the new and accepting the new, integrating the new, which is basically almost the same thing as the new moon in Taurus. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I was like that at work yesterday, and I guess that's why I was so tired, because it was like all of these aha moments were coming to me, like aha, and it was just absolutely wild. Like, I just had to share this information with you because I find it so great that, as usual, we are being blessed with the opportunity to work with these energies so that we can manifest the things that we want in our life that fall in line with our life's purpose and our soul's mission. And it's like, bam, here it is, 3 times in a row within the course of 3 days. Like, what more can we ask for? 3 deals with ascended masters. Oh, Elle, this is just absolutely crazy great. So yeah, definitely do your research and work with it. Well, basically, you really don't have to work with it because it's going to happen to you whether you work with it or not, because it's like the energy that we are have been in for quite a while is all about growth and ascension. And you could either actively get on the boat, or you can continue to just do your own thing. And what will happen is you'll either be left in the 3D, or you will go through some very extreme challenges, because that's just part of your mission. So, but I think that if you are like viewing my vlogs or any vlogs that are similar to mine, you don't have to worry about that stuff, because you already know what the deal is. So that is that. But now I want to talk about this twin flame energy that I have been experiencing. Um, Now, I do want to mention that I believe that all twin flame experiences are different. Um, and I will just share my experience with you. I'm not saying that what I have experienced or come to a knowing of will be your truth, but it's my truth for the moment, and I know that it is something that is constantly changing. Um, I've been feeling more so now that my beloved is definitely going through a major transition um, with regards to the choices that he's made. For his life, I feel like he may want to share some of his own epiphanies with me with regards to what he has been experiencing with this connection that we have, with this energetic connection that we have as flames. I feel like he is going to tell me something like, "Elle, I'm really torn. I do not communicate with you as much as I would like to, because it brings me out of where I feel I need to be, like mentally and and emotionally and psychologically, where I need to be so that I can continue to function at the level that I've been functioning in society." I feel like he's going to make some type of, he's going to tell me something to that effect. Like he feels the pull, um, but he just doesn't know what to do about the pull. Like he's uncertain. He may be a little apprehensive. He may be extremely apprehensive to do anything, but I feel like he's definitely going to tell me that he feels the pull to communicate with me, and or to communicate with me more and connect with me more. But because he has made certain life choices, he struggles a lot with what he feels he would like to do, because he knows that it will create some type of imbalance in the way he behaves and interacts with other people in his life on a daily basis. I really feel strongly that we're going to have a conversation like that. And I think that he's going to tell me some things that I don't know. Like, he's an Aquarius, and my moon sign is Aquarius, and his moon sign is Pisces, which is my sun sign. And I am of such a strong feeling that the next time I'm able to communicate with him at length, he is going to share so many deep things with me that my jaw is going to drop to the other side of the earth. But I will definitely let you know whether or not that stuff happened. Yeah, but I'm really feeling like he's like really going through this battle. Like, I want to reach out to Elle, but if I do, I know that I'm going to interact with those other people in my life in a different way, because it's going to put me in a different mind frame. It's going to make me feel a different way about the people that I'm interacting with, and it's going to set off everything that I have put in place for my life, because I think that, because I thought that this was where I should be, where I'm supposed to be. I'm really, really feeling like that. Like, yeah, I'm really feeling that. We'll see what happens. So yeah. Yeah. I am so happy that I came to share this information with you all, because this really helps me a lot. I would hope to think that it helps you all as well. To the other flames that are watching or that have watched any of my vlogs, and you notice that your beloved may be experiencing the things that I'm saying, please let me know, because maybe maybe this feeling that I'm having is not just about my beloved. Maybe it's about somebody else's beloved, because I feel a lot of things very deeply, and I'm starting to follow and believe even more what it is that I'm feeling and what I'm sensing, and what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Yeah, and I would really like to know if any of you flames have had conversations with your beloveds, and they have shared the stuff that I feel like my beloved may share with me. That would be really great to find out. So please share. Sharing is caring, right? Okay, so it's kind of late where I am now. I'm kind of, I feel like I need to go meditate. I need to do some things. I got some new tarot cards yesterday, and I'm really excited. For a while, I've been reading tarot cards since I was like, I want to say 15. Yeah, I've been reading tarot cards since I'm 15, and I'm way over 15. And I read tarot cards for other people, but I find that when I read my own cards, I'm like, what? Like, I didn't ask that question. Like, what are you saying? What? And I think what I'm going to start doing is reading my own cards. Maybe like pulling one card from each deck every day, every morning, and contemplating on it during the day and seeing if what the card is saying is manifesting in my life. I think that would be a really great experiment for me to connect with the angels and spirits. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to keep you posted on it. I'm going to start tomorrow. So now that I've said it out loud and I've said it to you, fam, I am accountable for this. And this is so exciting. I just absolutely love connecting with you all. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this vlog, and I will definitely come back very, very soon to share some more things and more energy and more activations and more downloads and all of the other beautiful stuff that we're experiencing, just to make sure that you are on it. Okay, I'll check out later. Love you.